Hello. And I'm going to finish this video as quickly as I possibly can because because I really want to get back to my very peaceful Sunday. Like today has gone really freaking well, and I'm not sure why, but I like it. So, in the spirit of getting some time back, what is happening to my face? Oh, I do not enjoy that. I don't like that at all. Oh my gosh. Legit, I have not looked at my face at all today. Oh, some asshole's gonna be like, why would you? Um, man, okay. Well, I just did my skincare stuff, so hopefully it'll work itself out after a few days. I really should get on doing laundry. Because it's probably because of my pillowcases, not gonna lie. Alright, well, now that the TMI, yep, that's it. Now that the TMI moment is over, I am going to talk to y'all about things I have learned is the title of this video, but in reality, it's more like now that I've had the actual life experience, I have evidence to support the hypotheses that I already had, and less like, oh, these are things that I learned because I tried them for the first time, and like, oh wow, I didn't know that was gonna happen. It's less like that and more like, yeah, I already kind of figured that would happen, but now I have proof through experience. So yeah. Um, I think I only wrote down four things. Okay, so one of the things that I think I was thinking about before, nope, I don't remember it. Forget it. We're gonna read from the list. Okay, first one that I'm gonna talk about in this video. I might save these instead of talking about all of them in one video. So one of them is um, the fact that I'm not. This is really like the fact that I'm not a countryside person. So I am in like a pretty small town. Um, my town isn't necessarily like huge farming area, but like around it is in a way, and there's only like one major attraction that brings people to this town, which is why like people are even here, to be honest. um and I already knew that I like wasn't super. So first of all, like, scary movies effed me up entirely. I do not trust suburban neighborhoods or countrysides at all. I am a city girl all the way. The only reason I was not terrified to be here was because it was South Korea, and I joke about this, but like I'm maybe only seven, like 20 to 30% joking when I say that like a lot of the people here, a lot of the dudes here, I'm not that worried about if like I needed to, throw hands, but I'm also not the type that's like super um confrontational either. And like all of or most of I feel like most Korean women that I come across are in some way intimidated by me, and I find that hilarious because I am the least confrontational person, one of the the least confrontational people you could probably ever meet. Um and more than that, I probably just don't like, a lot of the time I'm not paying attention to things. So so like, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm okay with being here. But aside from like, being scared, the thing of not being around a lot of people, like there are other people in or near my town who teach English, and so they know like they're from either America, um, England, New Zealand, English speaking country. I'm not gonna list all of them. Um, but yeah, they're like from those areas, so like we could talk and everything, but at the same time, I'm not that type of person to be like, oh yeah, let's like go out and do this and do that and blah 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 all the time. I will do it, I will plan things, I will, get people to hang out together, but I'm not down to do that every single day or even every single week. I'm more of a like monthly person when it comes to being like, hey, let's do this. When it comes to setting things up, I'm more of a like, come at me in like a month. Like, or I saw you this month. Okay, meet you again next month. And until then, like, maybe we'll see each other in spurts or have like, or go for like coffee or something. Not that I drink coffee, but like, it's not really like, I don't know. It's just, I'm very much, I wouldn't say antisocial, but I definitely do rest easily in my own space. But at the same time, I do need to like have some type of human interaction and like good human interaction in order to stay charged. Um, so yeah, I feel like if I'm in a city, I feel like I'm interacting with the people that I want to interact with. Whereas, like, in a smaller town, I feel like you kind of have to interact with people even if you don't want to. Like, if I walk down the street, I'm gonna see my students regardless of if I want to talk to them or not, or if I want to see them. And it's not that I don't like my students, I love them, they're awesome kids, but sometimes you just want to be able to like walk down the street and not have to stop and say hi to everyone. Or am I the only person who's like that? Maybe I am. I don't know. But that's how I feel. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm just like not a countryside person. It's like I want to be around people, but without having to interact with people. And not everyone can understand that, and that's okay. But that is how I am. All right, so the second and probably last thing for this video, because I'm not going to go more than like a few minutes, is that buying things in bulk. So knowing what to buy in bulk and like what not to buy in bulk. I already knew that before I became an adult, or before I started to try to adult. I already knew that like buying produce in bulk was not a good idea, but I didn't realize just how little produce I actually should buy at a time. That's what the issue was. So for example, I love bananas. Love bananas. Like I feel like when it comes to fruit, I'm actually pretty picky about the fruit that I like. And bananas are one of those fruits that I will always be like down to have. But I didn't realize that when it comes to buying like a bunch of bananas, I'm probably not gonna eat that before it expires. And that kind of shocked me. Like I didn't understand quite how how quickly my craving for things diminishes, slash like I didn't realize how quickly it takes for me to get over something. um so like I'll be craving something, or I'll one day be say like I want to eat a banana, and I'm like, okay, cool, let's have bananas for like the next week. So I buy a bundle, so I have one for each day. I'm probably not actually going to eat one for each day, even though theoretically that would make sense, and that would be like, that would, it would result in me not having waste product, just saying. But like, yeah, I have an issue with eating things that I don't want to eat. if that's the if like I'm not sure if that's considered picky, but yeah, if I don't want to eat it, then I'm not gonna eat it. Especially if I have the choice. Like if I bought the bananas, I'm not gonna eat the bananas if I don't want the bananas. Um, it sounded like I was having an argument with myself. So yeah, like that, and also, I mean, I'm not a huge vegetable person, so I'm not gonna like buy a whole bunch of vegetables to not eat them when I know I'm not gonna eat them. So I don't really buy vegetables like that. I'll buy myself like actual things of salad sometimes, or I'll buy what I've done before when I was meal prepping was I would buy lettuce, but I wouldn't buy like a head of lettuce because I can't eat all of that for once, because that's way too much for one salad for each day of the week that I would meal prep. Uh, so instead, I would buy the packages of lettuce leaves, which, yes, are more expensive, but in the long run, I'm saving money because I'm actually eating what I'm buying instead of buying too much and then having to throw it away and buy more. So, yeah. Um, so that was just something that I had to like really be like, okay, if I'm not going to eat something, or if I know that I'm just having like a small craving for something, I know not to buy like a huge amount of that thing all at once, unless it's something like rice or pasta, something that lasts long. Um, but if it's anything that concerns fruit, especially because fruit here is so expensive, like so expensive. My God. It's like, and like citrus things too. Ugh. But like I like berries, I like grapes. Grapes I actually am not that bad with. When I buy grapes, those things are gone in 2 days. Flat. Done. End of story. No need to question that. But when it comes to things like kiwis or bananas, things that I actually have to work to eat, essentially, um, that's when that's when it gets a little tricky, because that's when I'm usually like, ooh, I'm not sure if I want to eat that, because especially with bananas, like in kiwis, like the peel, I can't eat the peel, so I end up having to put it in my freezer, where my food waste is, and then that fills up really quickly, and then I have to throw it away, which like theoretically isn't that difficult of a thing to do. It's literally just like put it in there in the morning when I go to school, take it out. It's not that serious. I should be able to do that. Again, I'm still trying. I'm trying my best to be an adult, but it is so difficult. Like, so difficult. My God. Um, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to end here because I'm going to keep rambling if I don't. But I'm going to end with this line because I have essentially, because this is actually a sentence that I kind of, or a phrase that I've kind of kept with me for a while after realizing it. Adulting, or being an adult, is a decision that you have to make every single moment of, or every day. Like, you can't just suddenly decide, I don't want to be an adult. Because once you do that, you're kind of fine. At least for me. Um, I feel like if you take a break, or if you're like, okay, because adulting doesn't mean like always doing something. You could rest. You could still like take care of yourself. But if you're like, okay, today I know I'm supposed to do this, like I'm supposed to clean my room today, but I'm just not gonna do that, and I'm just gonna chill. That's fine. That is completely okay. But you have to actively have the discipline to then, on the next day that you're supposed to clean what you need to do, or like, do what you need to do, and just be responsible. And that is a tough thing to do. Yeah. Especially when nobody tells you to do it and you don't really have to, like, damn. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. Tomorrow I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess I could look and kind of give you guys a hint or just tell you. But what's tomorrow, the 23rd? Oh, tomorrow, I guess, in a way, is like juicy, but it's not really. But okay, but stick around, I guess. Please, watch my other videos if you feel like it, I guess. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.